How is it going, everyone? Surprise, surprise! The biggest PlayStation Store sale of the year has an early access period for PlayStation Plus subscribers. Now, this isn't all of the deals live. However, Plus subscribers are able to check out some of the notable deals a little bit early. Again, not everything, and if you don't have a Plus subscriber, don't worry too much. These deals are all gonna be live come I believe it would be Wednesday or Thursday. Around Wednesday or Thursday, it should be live for everyone, and then it should open up a ton more deals. And remember how the holiday sale works. You get a wave of deals initially, and then you have a refresh 2 weeks into the sale. It is a 4-week sale, at least historically. That's how it has been handled, and I would imagine they're gonna do the exact same thing once again. So a lot of deals to go over, and a lot of quality stuff. So newer titles on sale as well. Right off the bat, Call of Duty Black Ops 6, 25% off for $52.49. It was $35 at GameStop, but you know, some of you guys didn't want to go into your local GameStop, don't have a GameStop by you, or whatever the case may be. Black Ops 6 is a solid Call of Duty game by all accounts. I didn't get super into it, but it seems like the people that have played a lot of it have enjoyed it. A lot of my buddies are knee-deep in a Black Ops 6, multiple-time prestiges, etc., etc. Seems like people are enjoying it. It's COD. Some of you guys are pushed so far away from COD that they're not going to draw you back in, but it's always, I feel like, a pretty enjoyable time to me. Hogwarts Legacy, deeply discounted as well. The deluxe edition is $19.99 right now, and the base game is going down to $17.49. Nice to see Hogwarts Legacy continue to get cheaper and cheaper. Game that I think is really good. I'm not a Harry Potter guy whatsoever, and I really enjoyed the game from the standpoint of action, magic, combat. Thought it was well done. Narratively didn't do much for me, but it is what it is. Enjoyed the game, and for that price point, definitely worth a buy. Dragon Age the Veilguard, a game that definitely had no controversy attached to it. It was just unanimously praised by everyone. Everybody loved it. The narrative choices, the character design choices, the combat. It just seemed to be a game that, okay, obviously I'm joking. It's 40% off for $42. You know, deep discount for Veilguard, which, I don't know if that's a reflection on how this game did commercially, but historically, from what I can recall, EA major releases would not go on sale this quickly. Think about how long Jedi Survivor was holding up in price for, and we're less than 2 months removed from Veilguard's release, and it's already 40% off. Look, based on me assessing the numbers, I don't think Veilguard did well commercially. It'll be a couple of months before we get some real data from EA directly, since, you know, these things take a couple months, but, yeah, based on the concurrent Steam numbers, and that's a pretty good trend to go over, and adding context to that data, I don't think Veilguard did as well as EA would have hoped, but, you know, hopefully that makes them course correct a little bit for Mass Effect. We'll see. But I did like things about Veilguard. I thought the combat was really enjoyable. The visuals were decent. I just thought the whole narrative structure was not great. And storytelling is why you go into a game like this. And I'm talking about the core narrative, not just like the scenes that are shown on social media. I'm talking about the overall story. Do I think it's worthwhile to play through? At a budget price point, sub $20, I think Veilguard's a decent pickup. $42, still way too pricey for me, and given how quickly this game is going on sale, I wouldn't be surprised if come summer of next year, it's down to a $20 price tag, and it'll probably get baked into EA Access sooner rather than later. I'm not saying anytime in the near future, but it will ultimately be in there as well. Madden 25, 60% off. I just said EA games don't go on sale. That's excluding sports games. And when I say on sale, I mean this quickly. I don't think Madden 25 saw a 40% off discount a month and a half after release. I might be wrong about that, but I don't think it did. Now, Madden is a yearly sports title. They do put these games on sale quicker than your average titles, and yeah, Madden 25 is 60% off. EA Sports College Football 25 is 50% off for $35. 70 is the regular price. All my boys that are into the football games have talked this game up. I cannot speak on it, but I hear very good things about it. NBA on sale as well. Warhammer Space Marine 2 is on sale, 25% off. not a bad deal for Space Marine 2. Did just get PS5 Pro enhanced, so definitely worthwhile to check it out. Over-the-top action game, and you guys know the general rhetoric with the title. The game is awesome from an action standpoint. The campaign is fairly short, but you know, it is what it is. You got replayability with the PvP and PvE component, and that does add another layer. Palworld, 25% off for $22.49. Daybreak is coming out next Tuesday, I believe. It's the 23rd. Next Monday, I believe, is the 23rd. So, it's coming out very soon, and I think a lot of people are excited for that. And I always say, with Palworld, if you pick it up, you are investing into an experience that is just going to expand. It's just going to get bigger and bigger. There's going to be more content updates next year. There's going to be a Terraria crossover. They're not even at 1.0 yet, and there's a lot to sink your teeth into with the game already. Imagine when, you know, all the content rolls out, but ultimately, they might raise the price of this game. That's generally what happens with early access titles, so keep that in mind. And that's why I think this $22.50, that's a great pickup for this. Diablo 4 expansion bundle is 35% off, while Diablo 4 the standard edition is 40% off, $30 for Diablo 4 the base game. There's fun to be had with that for sure. I've heard good things about Vessel of Hatred, so if you want to check it out, deeply discounted there. Star Wars Outlaws, 35% off. Like, yo, think about that for a second. Dragon Age the Veilguard has a deeper discount than Star Wars Outlaws. Veilguard came out at the end of October. Star Wars Outlaws came out at the end of August, and I think Veilguard's the better game over Outlaws. Like, Outlaws should be way cheaper. Outlaws, I feel like, should be 50% off for $35, and even then, I would say that's too expensive. I would actually put Veilguard and Outlaws directly in the same price threshold. Sub 20 bucks are decent pickups. It's hard to say good pickups because I just think the games aren't like amazing or anything. I think they're fairly mediocre. But there's fun to be had in both of those titles. I think the exploration in Outlaws is pretty well done, and it's fun to go around. The Star Wars aesthetic in an open world game is gonna work fairly decently, and you know, exploring is fun, but overall not worth that price point. The Ultimate Edition is on sale, but $130 is the base price, even if it's 35% off. Who gives a damn? Undisputed, 25% off. Unknown 9, The Awakening, 50% off. This game came out of nowhere, and honestly, like, I totally forgot it was coming out. But it's already 50% off. So that, as far as new releases go, that is the deepest discount that I am seeing as far as games that came out within the last few months. Mortal Kombat 1 on sale. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, 40% off for $42. I mean, the game is amazing. Is it perfect? No. Some of the side content is very mundane, and it just feels like some aspects of this game is super padded. But overall, good heavily outweighs the bad. And for $42, it's great. It's one of those games that really does accentuate the PlayStation 5 Pro, utilizes PSR very, very well. So I would, you know, if you have a PS5 Pro, I would say definitely play Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I wouldn't say buy a PS5 Pro for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, like that's a little bit wild, but you do whatever you want to do as far as that's concerned. You do have the Final Fantasy VII Remake and Rebirth Twin Pack on sale, 40% off for $60. I definitely recommend you to play Remake, even if it's not as good as Rebirth. Like, bro, Rebirth's a direct sequel. I don't care what Square Enix says, you need to play Remake. Tekken 8, 50% off for $35. They just added my boy Clive into the game, so that's pretty cool. I know everybody wants Tifa, but them's the breaks. Hopefully Tekken 9, we finally get Tifa, but it is what it is. GTA 5, 50% off. Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster, only 20% off for $40 is what it is as far as that's concerned. I would say that's a good pickup at 25 or less. 40 is still way too much in my opinion. Red Dead Redemption 2, $19 and change on that as always. Give me that PS5 Pro upgrade. Give me the PS5 upgrade in general. You don't even gotta be a Pro upgrade. Just do a PS5 upgrade. Red Dead Redemption 1, 40% off for $30. Finally at a price point that I think a lot of people will be wanting to pick that game up for. It has Undead Nightmare. It's tremendous. It is a game I highly recommend, so definitely check that out. Crew Motorfest Cross-Gen Bundle is 70% off. F124, 70% off. Star Wars Jedi Survivor, 75% off. That would take it down to $17.50. Awesome, awesome game. Fallen Order, 90% off for $4. If you need to pick up both, there is the double pack that is available for 20 bucks, and it's on sale as a part of the other sale that's running right now, which the name of that sale escapes me, but yeah, go check it out. It's $20. Final Fantasy 16, 25% off. Like, can we not get a 50% off? Like, these Square Enix games, man, they hold up in price forever. Now, they did dropped the MSRP of this down, or the regular price of this down to $50 from 70, so they could price the complete edition at 70, but $37.50 for FF16 I feel like is still way too much. Like 30 or less, 25 would be ideal at this point, but for most people I would just recommend wait for the complete edition to see a deep discount. Assassin's Creed Mirage, 60% off on that, so $20 for that, not a bad deal there. Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown, not gonna lie, that game was really not great. Let's just say that game was not great, to say the least. Final Fantasy 16 Complete Edition is on sale, 25% off on that, so that's not a bad pickup, but yeah, would like to see that a little bit cheaper. Banishers Ghost of New Eden, 50% off, $35 on that. Avatar Frontiers of Pandora, 60% off on that, which would knock it down to $28, getting to a decent price point, I would say. You know, those Ubisoft open world games, a lot of them are just gonna fit that sub-20 category, and I feel like Frontiers of Pandora is exactly that as well. Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Complete Edition is finally back down to its old sale price, 80% off for $9.99. Let's go. It took a couple years. I think the PS5 upgrade, I want to say, came out in 2022, and then its price got jacked up. But now, finally back down to $9.99. When I say its price got jacked up, the sale price got jacked up, so nice to see that finally get cheaper. GTA Trilogy, 60% off for $24. Dead Island 2's on sale. RoboCop Rogue City, 55% off. That's $27. Would like to see that a little bit cheaper, but, you know, not a bad deal. Battlefield 2042, 92% off on that, so deep discount there. Mafia Trilogy, 75% off for $14.99. You know, Mafia, the old country's looking great. Might not be a bad time to play the other Mafia titles. Mafia 1 and 2 are great. Mafia 3 is the one that people weren't as crazy about, but still a decent game. Resident Evil Village, 60% off for $16. Certainly a good deal there. Romancing Saga 2 on sale. Not a deep discount, but nice little discount on that. One of the more underrated JRPGs of the year. Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. Finally, we got the base game on sale. 50% off for $35. Infinite Wealth is great. It still sucks that the base game's $35 when it was discounted to $25 as a part of Amazon's Black Friday offerings, but what can you do? That's the world we live in. The game is tremendous, has an absurd amount of content, and I would highly recommend it, but you should play the other Yakuza games before Infinite Wealth. Dead Space Remake, 75% off. Time Splitters, all those classics are on sale. Nobody Wants to Die, 40% off on that. That's a sleeper. Definitely worth a look there. Maybe even just add it to the wish list for now. Visions of Mana, 30% off for $42. Holding up in price quite a bit. I mean, it came out back in August, but this is one that I would wait on a deeper discount for. It's a good game. Story's a little predictable, but it's charming, and I like the visual style. It's certainly a lower budget JRPG. Like, you could just tell that while playing the game. I'm not saying, like, it looks awful or anything like that, but, yeah, it's not as grandiose as some of the other JRPGs we've been seeing, and $42, not a bad price point, but I would say like 25 to 30 would be ideal on a game like that. You got Dying Light on sale, Devil May Cry titles on sale. There's a lot of discounts, and remember, this is still just scratching the surface as far as everything that's going to be on sale as a part of the full sale. So go check it out for yourself if you're a Plus subscriber. If not, we'll cover it in depth when it does go live. I believe it'll be this Wednesday, but don't quote me on that. Sometimes these dates do fluctuate, Wednesday or Thursday, but that'll do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts, and I actually think Wednesday would be smart because Thursday is when I think the Steam winter sale starts. So I get it, 2 different platforms, but why start big sales like that on the same day? It just doesn't make a lot of sense. A lot of people have multiple platforms, but that'll do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Sound off there. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.